Bobcats only succeed in catching prey about once in every 6 attempts. But today, the bobcat will make a thorough meal of the pheasant. When it's done feeding, only the feathers and feet will be left. But less than 1/10 of a mile away, a lynx approaches, attracted by the sounds of the kill. The cat quickly homes in on the source of the sounds. Now within sight, what remains of the pheasant is tempting for the lynx, and he weighs almost twice as much as this young bobcat. Still, any bobcat is a formidable opponent, even for a larger lynx. The bobcat realizes there's an intruder. Finally, the bobcat is driven off, but the lynx pursues. The bobcat has taken refuge in a tree. Tree climbing is the bobcat's instinctive method of defense from a larger predator. But in this case, it's an ineffective maneuver, because the lynx is also an agile climber. Finally, the lynx loses interest in the pursuit. He heads back to claim what's left of the pheasant. As late afternoon approaches, the bobcat stirs in the place where she's rested for the heat of the day. At the same time, a western harvest mouse is also becoming active. Once again, the bobcat's sensitive ears detect prey. For reasons known only to nature, like many predators, the bobcat often does not immediately kill its prey. A moment of inattention gives the mouse a chance to escape. This time, after it's recaptured, the prey bites back. And finally, the cat feeds on its catch. Not far away, two young ground squirrels are caught up in some playful wrestling. The movement catches the bobcat's attention. When stalking with its claws retracted, the cat is virtually silent. Once again, its sharp ears and keen eyes lead it to the prey. Bobcats usually do not bite their prey repeatedly to kill it. Rather, they hold on until the victim suffocates. The second ground squirrel appears again, and the cat seizes the opportunity to take more prey. If the prey caught is too much for the bobcat to eat all at once, it will cover the remains with debris for later feeding. In comparison to the lynx, the bobcat has prospered through the years. There are several reasons. The bobcat can rely on a wide variety of prey. It can also adapt to changes in the habitat brought about by humans. A pair of bobcats, for instance, can live quite well on a small woodlot on a farm, where the lynx needs large areas of unfragmented habitat to survive. But even the bobcat is pushed out when we develop land with no consideration for maintaining the habitat for wildlife. In the past, in North America, predators, including wildcats, have been viewed strictly as pests. But today, we realize that a healthy population of predators is essential to maintaining healthy populations of all other animals and the ecosystem as a whole. Now, some of the lower 48 United States are undertaking or considering the reintroduction of bobcats or lynx in an effort to bring nature back into balance. But the ecosystem is a complex synergistic web. Not only does the presence of a predator have an effect on prey, it can also profoundly affect the other species of predators. Reintroduction programs require a great deal of study and often some degree of trial and error. In lynx reintroductions, the presence of an abundance of bobcats could cause problems. Lynx are very specialized eaters. Their populations closely follow those of their main prey, the snowshoe hare, causing their mutual numbers to cycle in equilibrium. Although bobcats generally exist on a diverse diet, they do eat snowshoe hares. So where the ranges of the two cat species overlap, the lynx might be pushed out. Coyotes and red foxes are an even larger concern for a lynx reintroduction program. Bobcats tend to move out of the high country that lynx inhabit when the deep snows come. But coyotes and foxes often do not, continuing to prey on the hares the lynx depend on. The key to solving this problem might be replacing the final missing piece of the ecological puzzle, the wolf. Although wolves generally prey on larger animals than coyotes, they still have a considerable effect on the smaller predators. They drive them out or kill them, and keep the coyote populations from getting abnormally large. Gray wolf reintroduction programs were carried out in Yellowstone Park in Idaho in 1996 and 97. And in 1998, Mexican wolves were released in Arizona. The ultimate success of all these reintroduction efforts will only be completely known in the years to come. We do know that every part of the ecosystem requires balance, and this is true also of the predators at the top of the food chain. Over the last 150 years, humans have done much to disrupt the balance of predators in North America. But now is the time to start putting that balance back in order. The most serious threat facing predators in the future is the same one facing all animals: loss of habitat. Wild cats are some of nature's most interesting and beautiful creatures, and they play an important role at the top of the food chain. So hopefully, as we continue to develop more of the earth for human use, we'll respect the habitat needs of these cats so they can continue in the wild forever. I'm John Ross. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.